Hello guys, today I'm making this video for Torman Jun. So shout out to Torman Jun. So he requested for a review on the Werewolf tattoo machine. A review after using it for more than a year. So here's the Werewolf tattoo machine. So I have been using that for more than a year now. So it still looks good, by the way. So in this review, I will tell you guys how was the machine and what are the disadvantage and the advantage of the machine. So the advantage of the machine is that it has a wireless foot switch like no other. So only those expensive wireless machines nowadays have this wireless foot switch, like the Scorpion and what else, the Stigma. I think the Stigma, this time they are making this wireless pen type with wireless foot switch. So this is the advantage of the machine. It has the wireless foot switch. But when I was using it in the long run, I observed the how fragile was the battery. So the battery here, it's not a very solid kind of battery. So when you're charging it, sometimes you have this lost contact over here. So it's, as you can see, it's an old type of charging port. So you need to slowly or carefully charge it, very carefully, because it's so fragile. So sometimes the light indicator here, so when it's red, it's not fully charged yet. So and it's green, it's fully charged. But sometimes when you charge it, so the light will become green. So that's the disadvantage. It's very fragile, so be careful not to fall your battery on the session. And it only have a very short uh, battery life, like 5 hours. So that is very inconvenient. During the session, you always have to change the battery pack when you're doing a big piece. So when you're doing a small piece, so it's very convenient for the small piece. So you don't need to change your battery. But on the big or huge piece, so it's very inconvenient to change the battery, because you need to unwrap again the grip tape, so and wrap it again for the new battery. And then the switch here, so as you can see, more than a year in using, so the switches doesn't look good, so it easily crack up. So especially the power button here, so it's already cracked. So I fix it with stickers to avoid further damage, like peeling off the switch. So I was afraid that in the long run the switch may be peel off and you can't use it. So I fix it with stickers. And what else? So on the performance, uh, the performance doesn't change on how it was on the first time I used it. So, and it's so comfortable on your hand, especially if you have a small hands, so you don't uh, have to struggle holding the machine for a long time. So, and the weight is, it's not so heavy, so you won't have some injury in the wrist. So that's the good thing in the machine. But the foot switch, so in the foot switch, you need to monitor how many times you've been using it. So if you already use it on the fifth time, you need to charge it on the after the fifth session, so that on the next session you will not have some problems and you will be ready for that session. So you need to monitor how many times you've been using your wireless foot switch, because there were times I forgot that I already used it on the fifth session. Then the next session I was interrupted by the low battery foot switch, so I was forced to use the manual switch on the pen type. So you need to monitor how long you've been using, or how many times you've been using your foot switch, and then charge it after the fifth session. So I guess that's all I can say for the machine. But this machine, haven't tried to open it yet and to see how everything works on the inside. So maybe I have to open this when it's already having some problems. So this time, more than a year, I don't seem to have any problems about it, so I don't need to open it and see how's the inside. So I guess that's all for review about this werewolf pen type. Thank you so much, Torman Jun, for requesting for this video. So I guess that's all for today. Thanks for watching.